It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense to go on the attack first. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too. And they'll be ready for some revenge.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback keep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for the edge. It's Cross. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Sack, this defense all over it.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Looking for the edge. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Touchdown, Wolverines! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's cross. Nowhere to go.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Right at the line. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
3rd down and 2. You know
It's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Throwing, Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Gets it to the back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Trying to run it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB,
now the ball's out, and they grab it in the end zone. And they got him for a safety.
Well, it's a great job by the defense forcing the fumble. They were hoping they'd jump on it for a touchdown. The offense got there first, but it's a safety and a great play defensively.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On his way back from the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Breaks the tackle.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Just smothered on the play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Holds on, it's Buchanan. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to serve.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Grabbed behind the line. It's Glover. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Davis looking to pass. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Keeps it on the ground. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 20 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. Now over to your game inside the big house. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Finds his man. It's Roberts. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Tight end now in motion. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Underwood. Left side, it's Marsh. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got his man on the outside. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside. It's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to run it. There he goes. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Now the pitch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight. But Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I've loved the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Here's Underwood to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the counter play. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. So this one is a virtual lock, and it will carry a great deal of significance. Final game of the regular season as we take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams, and you know this one is going to cause some repercussions. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's changing the play. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On the option. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Might as well give it to him again. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
The ride. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Plows his way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Past the 30. Turning it on. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Keeps it himself. Pulls it again on the option. Got a little grass. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. The give to the lone running back. He's past the marker. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
It's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.